I have a story for you. A story that hopefully makes you feel like your life is more organized than mine. Just a quick background. Let's see. My name is Steph. I live in Queens. And I think Queens is better than Manhattan. You're probably gonna want to fight me. But I mean, I feel like I've been really reluctant to post on any of these platforms just for the fact that, it's kind of scary. Guys are scary. People that I don't know are scary. People criticizing me that I don't know are scary, right? But what I've realized is just there's a lot of things that scare me. But, if you keep on doing something over and over and over again, and you get used to something over and over and over again, it won't scare you anymore. So I figure, since I have a clusterfuck of a story, it's about time that I show my face here. As ugly or as beautiful as you think it is, it's a subjective subject. I have an eye that's slightly smaller than this eye. So just getting my imperfections out there. Let's see. I like Totoro. This is generally the shirt that I walk around my neighborhood in. And sometimes I'll stop and dance at stoplights and people just look at me. I like to think I stop traffic, but that's just me being really conceited. Anyway, so this is my first video. Well, actually my second video. I made a first video, right? But then I realized I blasted the music in the background way too much. So that's why I'm revising it. And now hopefully you can hear what I'm saying, right? I'm also a little bit less sweaty in this video than the first one. The first one I was just oh my god. Because I just came in from exercising. Brisk walking is what I consider exercise. Moving my legs is what I consider exercise, Honestly, when I was in high school, I made this one group and it was kind of hysterical. Or at least to me, I thought it was hysterical. But it was called My Only Exercise is Walking to the Fridge. And honestly, during that time, that was definitely fully true. Well, anyway, right now I'm attempting to be healthier. Why am I saying that? That has nothing to do with my story, but that's just part of who I am, right? So I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to be more courageous. And I'm just trying to find my path in life because right now I'm a little confused just for about that. Fun fact, not so fun fact. But I mean, my company went under probably around a month and a half ago, and I felt like I gave my all to that company, right? So when you feel like you give your all to something, and all of a sudden it just goes doop doop. Yeah, like that. Doop doop. I won't do it again. It's really disheartening, right? Just for the fact that it's I devoted so much of my time, 2.5 years of my life went to that company. But now I'm on the hunt for a new job, and it's really, I mean, it doesn't really intimidate me that much, but it's definitely a lot to navigate mentally, especially when it comes to just my own well-being. So I figure I would share my horror story of an interview to you guys, so that way you feel like if you're going through a challenge, at least you're not going through the challenge that I went through. But seriously though, guys, never think that life is going to be easy. People always think that life is a trajectory of a straight line, right? Honestly, my life has literally been up, 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 fuck. Then up, 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 fuck. Up, 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 fuck. Seriously. I can tell you from my 29 years of life that life is not easy. So, let's see. What other bio stuff do I need to tell you guys? I think it's kind of vague. I have 2 roommates. One is Louie and one is Earl. Earl is newer. So pretty much my 2 roommates, they're beta fish. So they're the best roommates ever because they don't wake me up in the middle of the night having sex. So that's always good, right? They also they never steal my food, but they also never do my dishes. So that's a drawback. Let's see. Okay, fine. I'll get to my story. So, I don't know. I'm trying to make a smooth transition here, but it's not really transitioning the way that I want to. Well, anyway, so yesterday I had the interview from hell. And I feel like I'm making this video kind of just to make me feel a little better about that interview from hell. Why am I doing that? Does this motion make sense? Smooth progression? Smooth progression maybe, but other than that, it's kind of just like swimming sperm. Anyway, so yesterday I went to this interview. That was a terrible intro. Okay, so backstory, backpedal it, right? So I've been interviewing for this company probably for around, I don't know, I would say close to like 2 or 3 weeks now. So there was one person that was coordinating all of these interactions, so he was great. Then finally I got to speak to head honcho, well, the lead quality assurance. Director of quality assurance? Yeah, I think that was his title. So pretty much I have a phone call with him, and this phone call that's only supposed to take half an hour leads into a phone call that's an hour and 15 minutes. And even he says he's like really impressed by like my knowledge, how prepared I am, and how he could hear my like notebook shuffling in the background. Which is true, I totally take notes, I shuffle through my notebook, I write down things, I try to be as thorough as possible, right? So I think I'm doing great. And I did, right? So I got to the final rounds. I did the in-person interview, and that's where everything goes to shit. Okay, so this interview, I feel like is going pretty damn well, right? I feel like I'm being impressive. I feel like I'm asking all the right questions. And then half an hour before this interview ends, my fucking body decides to absolutely betray me. So you know that one feeling that you get right before you're gonna vomit? It's like that pre-flinch vomit, like when your cheeks just go like and you're just like, oh god, right? So I feel like I kind of did one of those. And literally I asked my interviewer, I'm just like, oh hey, can you please like show me where the bathroom is? Which he did. And then ironically he said something along the lines of like, oh, can you find your way back? Oh, excuse me. To which I said, yeah, absolutely. So I go into this bathroom. I proceed to just vomit. Vomit obsessively. Great first impressions for the internet stuff. Good job. Okay, so I'm vomiting in this bathroom, right? Well, this is too much for you. Feel free to navigate away. Like, I mean, like, you're here by your free will. I did not force you to this video. You decided to click it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how many hits this video is gonna get. Okay, so anyway, continuing with my story. I proceeded to vomit violently. And I'm glad I only drank water that morning, but that's not advisable, honestly. Like, if your stomach feels normal, eat breakfast before an interview. That's the advisable fucking thing to do. But I didn't. But I actually am kind of thankful, because if I was vomiting and I had stuff in my stomach, things would just not go well at that point. Okay, so after I'm finished, like, throwing up my brains, or I think I am, I just proceed to, like, lean myself against the wall. And I'm profusely sweating at this point, and my vision's just narrowing in. It's just like, ah. Was that a nice noise? Should I do it again? Ah. Oh god, that's horrible. I'm sorry. I should probably like edit that out, but I probably won't because I don't know how to use an editor. Anyway, so I proceed to start blacking out. My vision is just fading away from me. I'm profusely sweating. So then I hobble my ass out. I wash my hands. And at this point, I like completely can't see at all, right? So I walk into a hallway, and somehow, miraculously, I find my way back to the conference room. And at that point, I saw my interviewer, and he's just like, oh, like, let's proceed with a few more questions. I'm just like, I'm really sorry. I really apologize for this abrupt stop, but I really am not feeling well, and I would really appreciate if you could call me a car, right? And at that point, like, literally, like, as he's calling the car, well, actually, no, first thing, I think he realized the severity of it, just for the fact that when he asked me, he's just like, oh, can you write down your address? I'm just like, honestly, I can't really see right now, right? So, like, once that happens, he's just like, oh, well, can you dictate it to me? And I'm just like, absolutely. So I proceed to give him my address. They proceed to call me a car, right? But literally, like, as I'm sitting there and they're calling me a car, and like he goes into like another room, like, I'm profusely sweating. All I can think about is just like, you fucking blew it. You fucking threw this interview out a goddamn window. Your body fucking goddamn betrayed you. Goddamn, like the fish. But your body totally betrayed you. What the crap? Like, and then today, I got the final news that, you know, like, I wasn't the right candidate. Like, they just thought I wasn't enthusiastic about doing quality assurance, which is like totally reasonable. Generally, I take rejection pretty well, just for the fact that, you know, I always look at it as like, you know, when it comes to opportunities, like, opportunities come and go. It's okay. Just move on to the next one. And I feel like I live my life pretty liberally when it comes to like that sort of mentality. Like, I always live my life by that mentality. I think that's how I get through being unemployed, just for about that, you know. It's a big blow to the ego, but there's always another opportunity, and if it wasn't meant to be, then it just wasn't meant to be. Well, anyway, of course I got the rejection, but like, I've been beating myself up so much since yesterday. Like, from the time when I got out of that car, literally, like, I slept until from like 3, I don't know, whenever I got back. So 4 o'clock yesterday in the afternoon to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon today. And I'm just like, generally I handle rejection well, but I don't know, just something about feeling betrayed by your own body is like a whole new level of clusterfuck. So yeah, there's that. But I mean, now hopefully I'm making this into some sort of opportunity, in the sense that maybe like you guys can find some sort of amusement from this, and I would really like that. So like, if you could hit subscribe. I'm doing the shameless plug. If you guys could hit subscribe, I could share more of my clusterfuck of life right now. Because honestly, like, right now, my main goal is just to... Well, actually, no. A consistent thing that I find myself saying when it comes to interviewing and just being introspective is like, I just want to change the world. I want to change the world. I want to make some sort of difference. And if my stories are relatable to other people, or can make other people feel like life is difficult, but it's supposed to be difficult, like, you'll get through it, that's what I want to be doing. So please subscribe to me. Or if you don't, that's okay too. I have no power over you. But remember that, well, the main takeaway from this is just, remember that life can be tough. Things can really be harsh. Life can really feel like it sucks. But there's always going to be one day when you wake up and you're just like, I'm so glad I'm here. I mean, I've definitely struggled with that a lot throughout my life. But I guess more on that maybe in another video. Please request anything from me. Like, I like just hearing what people want to see. I'm hoping to maybe break into something more along the lines of just like you guys watching me go on food adventures. Or just having you guys hear about like the crazy stories that I go through, because honestly, like, I surprisingly have a lot, between dating, between job hunting, between just like my own personal like thought process. I put myself through a lot. So if I could make you feel something more than just normal, I would love to do that. I love making people cringe. That's why I love dad jokes. Yeah, I guess that's all. So have a good day, guys. I hope I brought you some joy. I hope I made you laugh. I mean, if I made you cry, like, I'm sorry, but regardless of anything, don't worry. Okay? Life is not a constant uphill trajectory. You're gonna be like, dude, fuck. Remember that, okay? Fine. First video down. Love, stop.